YouTube, this is Lamare here, bringing you the third video in my VGC 15 live series featuring battles from the International Challenge February. So we've got our first opponent will be a 1631 rated player. We'll be using our App for Sapphire team for this video as well, by the way. So his team will consist of Kangaskhan, Bishop, Zapdos, Suicune, Sylveon, and Heracross. So presumably the Heracross, this is either A dual mega team or B a Scarf. I'd assume for Heracross. So, but then again, obviously things like Suicune and Zapdos have Tailwind support. So yeah, could also potentially be banned. Okay, I think I want to lead off with lead off with Among Us and. Lead off with Among Us, Landorus, I think. Keep Kangaskhan in the back. Then again, naturally, no, I don't want to. Lead off Among Us. Suicune? No. Okay. I don't know what I was thinking there. We're going to lead Kangaskhan and Suicune. Try and go for Tailwind. We're going to then bring Bishop and Sylveon, because I don't want to give that his Bishop a Defiant boost at all. So I think it's pretty obvious that Kangaskhan would be a lead. Okay, interestingly, he leads off with Heracross. Okay, so we're going to fake out the Heracross slot, and we're going to Tailwind. So I'm going to assume this is a Mega Heracross set. We need to Tailwind in order, because if he does Tailwind with his Zapdos, then you know it's we don't want to be stuck in such a scenario. Now I've faked out the Heracross, presumably, obviously, because Heracross gives Kangaskhan trouble. So, okay, it is indeed his Mega. Okay, so it looks likely that the Zapdos has gone for Tailwind. So we fake out the Heracross. Yep, Zapdos is Tailwind. And yeah, I go for my Tailwind as well. So the reason I knew that was coming is because I have actually tested a similar set myself. So in the past, if you go through some of my early videos, I actually was testing out Mega Heracross, and Tailwind was a must for Mega Heracross on the team. So now I'm going to double edge the Heracross slot, and we're going to we're going to Snarl, or actually no, he could switch into the he could also potentially switch into Bishop, so you don't want to do that until I know Bishop is in the back. We're going to Ice Beam the Zapdos, because there's no reason not to, I suppose. Okay, so that was a good last minute change to make, at least. You know, because we didn't want to give the Bishop a Defiant boost. As you can see though, because Bishop is you know, Bishop, it's frail, didn't take that double edge too well at all. So T-Bot will go onto the Kangaskhan slot. Does a decent chunk, and Ice Beam will do. Yeah, so this is a very bulky Zapdos. I think I want to switch out Kangaskhan here. I want to switch out into my own Bishop and go for another Ice Beam, because I'm going to want him to predict. I'm going to predict him to probably focus on the Suicune slot to get rid of it. Okay, so the other play he did go for was indeed Sucker Punch, and obviously the switch into Bishop was a smart play to make. And obviously the Roost prevents super effective damage from occurring. Okay, so here I just want to knock off the Zapdos, and we're going to Scold that Bishop. So we'll get to see what the Zapdos is holding. Citrus Berry, okay. So there's a knockoff onto Suicune, but of course I've already taken, consumed my berry, so it won't get, Scald will take out Bishop this turn. And yeah, I think Tailwind will run out for the both of us. Now, I think he is in Sucker Punch KO range. Although it is likely he would try to set up, it is likely, I assume that he would try to set up again. And I think, yeah, Mega Heracross can obviously deal with the Suicune from this range. The best play I can make is to protect, I think, Bishop. And what do I have in the back? I've got Sylveon in the back. I'm going to have to sack a few things here anyway. Okay, so we're going to Sucker Punch the Heracross slot and just, yeah, we're going to double up because I don't think there's any way I'm going to live from this range. The other thing too to consider is that Heracross is actually base 75 and would most likely outspeed. Oh wow, so I could have, okay, if I played better, I could have actually had a better play going for Tailwinds. But this isn't too bad either. We can potentially Sucker Punch the Zapdos slot, and we do have Fake Out Pressure in the back, and he'll have one Pokemon in the back. So it's not the worst scenario, it's certainly not the best scenario to be stuck in. Yeah, we'll go for Scold onto the Heracross slot. So yeah, Sucker Punch down the Zapdos slot and Scold the Heracross. But then again, it showed it had Roost as well. Okay, so... Oh! Okay, unfortunately we don't pick up the KO on Zapdos there, which is rather unfortunate. Okay, so in this scenario, I'm going to send out Sylveon. Not too scared of the. I'm not drastically scared of the Heracross slot. I want to protect here with Bishop, and just go for Hyper Voice because Hyper Voice will take out both Pokemon this turn. Presumably, I think Mega Heracross would go for the Rock Blast this turn, or the Bullet Seed. So, those are two potential options as well. I don't think I can take it out with Sucker Punch alone, so Protect, I think, is the better play to make. So, okay, so as predicted, Mega Heracross, let's go for one Rock Blast and or Bullet Seed. 3 hits. And thankfully, even though the last hit was a crit, it did not take me out. Excellent, so it puts me in a somewhat better position than I was in before. The Tailwind is still up for 1 turn, I believe. Yeah, and we've got Bishop and Sylveon and Kangaskhan in the back. So it's still fairly close. He could still take this, depending on what Pokemon he has in the back. So he has his own Sylveon. So the best play I can probably make here is just to Sucker Punch the Sylveon, just to get damage off, because I'm not going to risk double protect, and protect with my own Sylveon. So Sucker Punch will obviously get some good damage off, you know. Yeah, it does a reasonable chunk, and the opponent's Sylveon will take out my Bishop this turn. And this is a Life Orb Sylveon. So I pretty much had this game wrapped up. Kangaskhan can wrap this game up for me. I will outspeed the Sylveon, because it's a reveal that it has Life Orb, so it's not a Choice Scarf set or anything like that. And we will just simply Double Edge and Helping Hand. And that should be the game. So opponent goes to useless Protect. I honestly don't understand why people go for Protect when it's pretty damn obvious they're going to lose. It makes me question the opponent's intelligence. No offense, but it does. Like, in this situation, there actually is no circumstances under which Protect would win him the game. So I don't know why people bother doing this sort of thing. So that will be GG. So a little bit ranty there at the end, but yeah, again, like it's a what possible win condition do you have for that scenario? None, because Kangaskhan was just, you know, Kangaskhan outsped that Sylveon anyway. So and we installed out the Tailwind. So yeah. Do you want to continue battling? Yes, we do. Okay. Well, it's interesting. You've only got 4 tracks in the International Challenge. I didn't realize that. Wow. Interesting. Okay, so our next player is a 1607 rated player from Italy. His team will consist of Thundurus, Mawile, Conkeldurr, Gengar, Suicune, and the Arcanine. So fairly interesting team, fairly interesting variety. I believe what I will want to do is lead with Bishop and Kangaskhan. And in the back we will have. What do I want to have in the back? I can bring Landorus T this match, which is good. And yeah, I think I'll bring Suicune as well, because there will be scenarios where Tailwind could come in useful. Yeah, Suicune. I mean, Amoonguss. Yeah, I'd say Suicune is the better to bring here in this matchup. So let's do that. Let's go with that. So it'll be fairly interesting to see what he leads. If he leads with either of his Intimidate users, you know, that's obviously a Defiant boost for Bishop. But it also, even though it's very rare, you could. I have seen people do Bishop bait before Mawile, where they run Hyper Cutter instead of Intimidate to just bait Bishop coming in, which is a smart thing to do. It's, you don't see it a lot, but you can, you know, it's not the worst thing in the world. It's actually kind of smart in some ways. Okay, so Mawile comes out here. Is it Intimidate? Yes, it is. Okay. Yeah, because you very rarely see Hyper Cutter in on Mawile, but it can be like a smart troll thing. Okay, so we are going to go for the Iron Head onto the Mawile slot, and we are going to fake out the Thundurus slot. Now, I expect that Mawile would go for Protect here, But what we could also do is we could, yeah, actually we might as well just fake out the Thunderous, because I do want to keep my, if I can keep my advantage going with Bishop for as long as I possibly can, then we should preserve it. So we'll do it that way. Okay, so it withdraws Thunderous. Okay. So it goes into Conkeldurr. Okay. So Moile, I think, would have protected here this turn. Yeah, okay, he did protect. Okay. So we get 3 damage off on the Conkeldurr. Next turn, thinking a turn ahead. Probably want to protect Bishop here, that's a certainty. Protect Bishop, and I'm going to bring in Landorus this turn to put both Pokemon at -1. Oh wow, his player off actually missed. Okay, what we're going to do here is... he still threatens Bishop in the sense that all he has to do is Sucker Punch and Mach Punch double up onto the Bishop slot. However, he has been showing that he's wanting to attack the Landorus slot instead. This may be an over-prediction, but what I want to do is I'm going to Iron Head the Conkeldurr and Superpower it as well, I think. Yeah, let's do that. I want to take out Conkeldurr because it's the it certainly is a bigger threat than Mawile at this stage to me. Okay, so it withdraws Mawile. Goes into his Thunderous. Now, I am Sash, so I will take that Mach Punch. Okay, and his spread doesn't do enough damage to take me out. Or even get me down to Sash. So this, so we do manage to take, we should take care of Conkeldurr's turn. As it does, yes, so we do knock out Conkeldurr this turn. And I'm thinking of probably being back in Mawile this turn. Oh, it says in Suicune, okay. Interesting. What we'll do in that case is... I am going to predict that he may want to attack the Bishop slot with Thunderous. There's no reason for him not to. And it's more beneficial to my opponent to get off a Tailwind. So we're going to Sucker Punch the Thunderous slot. Or we could just protect here. No, let's let's Sucker Punch, and we're going to switch into our own Suicune. Okay. Because there's a number of players here. Obviously, you can go for Ice Beam, he can go for Tailwind. Tailwind seems like a more likely option, but Thunderous there, you gotta think twice about it. But Sucker Punch, yes, I do make the correct prediction that he will indeed attack Bishop, but he goes for the Citrus Berry. He has the Citrus Berry, so it's a bulky Thunderous. So it's Thunderous. Okay, wow, it's actually attacking the Suicune slot. So as predicted, this Suicune does indeed go for Tailwind. And the best thing I think I can do this turn is go for the Sucker Punch onto the Suicune slot. Or I could Sucker Punch the... I could Sucker Punch Thunderous. Let's Sucker Punch Suicune. And let's Ice Beam Thunderous. I think from that range it should take it out. Yeah, okay, so it's predicted it does go for Taunt, as I was thinking. Sucker Punch will do a decent chunk to the Suicune. And Suicune shows has Rocky Helmets, that's interesting. That's something we don't see on Suicune quite often. So it's good to know now that it is holding the Rocky Helmet. Ice Beam won't do enough, unfortunately, to take out the Thunderous, but it is at quite low health. So the best play I think we can do here is just to... I don't want the Kangaskhan getting paralyzed. In fact, in all honesty, I'd rather him get burned rather than paralyzed, because because it seems likely that Thunderous in this position would go for T-Wave. So we will make that play. We will fake out the Thunderous slot, so it can't get off any last minute nasty surprises. And we are going to Tailwind. Oh, we've been taunted. That's right. Okay. In that case, we are going to Snarl and bring Suicune's damage down to pitifully low. So yeah, I think Scold on the Kangaskhan is sort of obvious at this stage. But then again, he could also switch into Mawile, so... Okay, yeah, as he does switch into Mawile, he... So Mawile will take a fake out damage. And I think he's just going to, yeah, straight for Scold. Please don't get a burn. And Suicune will get off Snarl here. Should put my opponent's Suicune at -1. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to Sucker Punch the Suicune slot. I think it's in range to be taken out. Although, I wouldn't say it is, but this is an Adamant Kangaskhan, so... Yeah, okay, we'll Sucker Punch Suicune. Don't know if it'll get taken out, but we will Scold here with the Mawile. I will Scold the Mawile here. Hopefully we can try and get a burn onto it. So yeah, you get a crit. But of course, yes, that's right. That Suicune has a Rocky Helmet. So I should have indeed remembered that. So that's my mistake. Supposing this could take out Kangaskhan. No, it doesn't. And doesn't get the burn. So he goes play rough. But yeah, he doubles up on the Kangaskhan. Okay. I do apologise, I'm still a bit sick. So go for Scold onto the Mawile. And we get a burn. And their Tailwind, yeah, his Tailwind runs out this turn. So now we go into Landorus. And we can Rock Slide this turn. So I think I do have this game. Mawile at -1 and a burn. There's not a lot, it's not going to be hanging around for much longer. The best way we can make it is just Rock Slide and Scold. Or we can Rock Slide Snarl. I do think I can take a Ice Beam from this Suicune, especially now that it's at -1. And yeah, we will just Scold the Mawile slot. So I don't think Suicune will be running Protect, which it's not. And that will take care of Suicune. Yeah, so Mawile is at -1 and burnt, so there's not a lot it's going to be able to do. It's going to have to get a crit for do anything meaningful to improve my opponent's position. And yeah, sends in Thunderous. Okay, so yeah, at this stage all we have to do is Rock Slide, and although he did show before he had Hidden Power Ice, which most Thunderous do anyway. So what we're going to do is we are going to Protect. And we are going to just Scold the Thunderous. So yeah, it's better adjustment to make because the morale isn't going to be doing anything anytime soon. So Skull will take care of Thunderous, and it's pretty much GG here. So a very close game. Don't know. Oh wow! He actually disconnects. Wow, he actually rage quits. Wow. Oh wow. I don't know that what will that do to the tally, but yeah, there was no way that he was going to come back from that. So wow, the rage quit. Rage quit is strong. I've never understood people like the first match was someone protecting when they're going to lose anyway. Then the second match is someone when they're going to rage quit. So wow. I mean, you know, he was making some all right plays and all that sort of thing, but he didn't have to rage quit at the end. You don't do that. Don't rage quit. Seriously, it's so what's the word for it? I'm aware under certain circumstances the tally won't count properly if you disconnect at a certain point, but hopefully that's not the case. I certainly hope not. Anyhow, guys, oh wow, I've recorded for nearly half an hour. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for your continued support, and yes, till next upload, guys, take care.